Randy, I have access to beef heart, but it's grain fed. Should I go for it or only try to get a grass fed heart? Um, I I personally only eat organ meats from grass fed cows whenever possible. You can order that stuff online, just because I want to get my food from the healthiest animal possible. So I personally wouldn't, and that's just me. I mean, it doesn't mean you won't get nutrients from it, but at the same time, if a cow is being fed grains and they're a farmed animal, it's like, well, they're not going to be, they're not of optimal health because they're not eating foods that they should be eating. So if it's not grass fed, then you have a fundamentally sick animal, just like a human being. So just some food for thought. But I mean, maybe you want to try. I mean, it's not gonna kill you. It's not gonna kill you. I mean, people have been eating. Look, I've eaten fast food in my life. It's not like my body has never experienced candy before. I have videos online eating Sour Patch Kids. I just can't even. It was a few years ago. I just can't imagine eating that crap now. My my thought process, my experience with food, as I've over the years, as I have continuously narrowed down and tested and eliminated and tweaked and been like, okay, let me get rid of this. Okay, let me get rid of that vice. Once I've got rid of that kind of candy, the the more I remove and the more crap when I objectively look at it and remove, and I don't float it with all these different emotions like, oh my God, it's a cheat day, or you only live once, or oh, but it's just a little bit, or if it's my macros, if I cut out all the bullshit and all the excuses that people make to eat fucking crap, I feel amazing. It's legit. It's just chemical trash. And we justify a lot of things in our life. It doesn't mean it's right. Just because it exists doesn't mean we should be eating it. And a lot of people want to make arguments to justify it, and let them. You don't have to live your life based on anyone else's perception. And I'll tell you, the average person and the vast majority don't think the way we do about nutrition. They don't think about food quality. They only think about the quantity. And most people that even think about quality don't even think about quality the right way. They're just thinking, oh, well, I have my chicken and rice and my vegetable. Most people have no idea what true like nutrition is or how to even approach it, or they're just not aware. It's the education system. It's everything. Most people are just not aware of all these different things and these nuances that really have a major impact in the body. I don't blame them. I'm not an expert in a lot of different areas of life either. There are a lot of things I'm not an expert in or very knowledgeable in. So I get it, but it doesn't change the fact that people are not executing on the things that they should, and that's why people have problems. People don't realize the complications that you can have from sucking down a can of soda a day, every fucking day, and sometimes more, plus the other foods you're consuming. And how much, it might not seem like a lot of carbs based on what your friend Joe is eating, but he's 300 pounds and obese. Like these things, your body is not designed to suck down all those carbs all the time. Your body and it's suffering. Your body is always trying to survive. Your body's always trying to, your body's trying to live to see the next day. And the human body is very resilient. The human body is very adaptable in the sense that it can withstand and it can survive eating certain foods in certain quantities, but it doesn't mean that it's going to thrive. Doesn't mean there aren't going to be side effects that compound over time.